Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to focus role of hormones in human reproduction. This is one important question in it. I would like to ask you a question here. Which is the first hormone secreted in everybody's life? Or I may ask the question in another way. Which hormone is secreted by the fetus immediately after implantation? It is human chorionic gonadotropin egg glycoprotein hormone. What is the function of HCG? It stimulates corpus luteum to prepare progesterone and estrogen. However, HCG concentration decreases after 2.5 months. Placenta only prepares progesterone, estrogen and other hormones. Now in this stage, after 2.5 months, there is development of male system or female system in a fetus. Are there any hormones influencing development of reproductive system in fetal stage? Yes. Imagine the fetus has XY chromosomes along with autosomes. The Y chromosome has got a gene SRY. This gene codes for a protein. This protein stimulates Sertoli cells to prepare anti-Mullerian hormone, another peptide hormone. At the same time, interstitial cells, I've studied this, interstitial cells, Leydig cells are located outside the seminiferous tubules. This is inside seminiferous tubules. This provides nourishment to spermatogonia. In embryonic stage, it secretes hormone, anti-Mullerian hormone. Interstitial cells secrete testosterone. Both the testosterone and AMH influence development of Wolffian ducts, embryonic ducts into male reproductive system. The ectoderm develops into germ cells. The mesoderm develops into other parts of reproductive system. Endoderm develops into ducts of reproductive system. Amnion develops from ectoderm and mesoderm. Other extraembryonic membranes originate from mesoderm and endoderm. There are chances of asking such direct questions. You can prepare a separate list of derivatives of three different germ layers in triploblastic animals. Let me go back to this hormone AMH. This AMH causes degeneration of Mullerian ducts. It means Mullerian ducts do not develop into female system. Imagine fetus has XX chromosome instead of Y, XX. No SRY gene, no Sertoli cells, no interstitial cells, no testosterone, no AMH, no anti-Mullerian hormone. This will not develop. Mullerian ducts develop into female reproductive system. Is that clear? Role of hormones in development of female and male reproductive system. Well, after first trimester, the level of other hormone increases. Level of thyroxine, level of cortisol, level of relaxin, level of human placental lactogen, etc. Many other hormones also have a distinct role in embryogenesis and development. After completion of the development or gestation period, the following hormones play a significant role in fetal ejection reflex. I may ask you a direct question. Which hormone is responsible for normal delivery? It should be oxytocin. Which part of the human body secretes oxytocin? It is secreted by hypothalamus. It is synthesized by hypothalamus but secreted by posterior pituitary, maternal pituitary. There is positive feedback mechanism. Oxytocin stimulates hypothalamus to prepare more oxytocin. What is the function of oxytocin? It induces labor pain. Normal delivery is under the control of smooth muscles, smooth muscle contraction. But along with oxytocin, estrogen also plays a major role in normal delivery, because Estrogen doesn't induce a contraction of smooth muscle. However, estrogen activates oxytocin receptors. Receptors open up. Oxytocin will act on smooth muscles. Smooth muscles also release prostaglandins, local hormones called prostaglandins. Level of prostaglandin increases, level of estrogen increases, level of oxytocin increases, level of cortisol increases, level of relaxin increases. There is expulsion, normal delivery. Which of the following cannot be a component of fetal ejection reflex? Answer can be progesterone. Answer can be prolactin. Prolactin, progesterone do not have any role in fetal ejection reflex or normal delivery. Now, after delivery, what type of hormone is secreted by the developing baby? Secretion of growth hormone. There is secretion of thyroid stimulating hormone. There is secretion of ACTH, secretion of insulin, secretion of glucagon, secretion of erythropoietin, secretion of PTH, TCT, thymosin, all other hormones except GnRH. No GnRH, no FSH, no LH, no testosterone, no estrogen, no progesterone. This type of hormone secretion begins after 10-12 years. I would say puberty, at the time of puberty, up to menopause stage in female, or up to 60 to 70 years in males. GnRH, it comes in last lesson of first year syllabus also. Do you remember which part of the human body secretes GnRH, gonadotropic releasing hormone? It is hypothalamus. This is very interesting in continuous breeders and discontinuous breeders. There can't be any breeding or gametogenesis without GnRH. Now, what is the role of GnRH in reproduction? When the hypothalamus releases this hormone, it stimulates anterior pituitary to release two important hormones such as FSH and LH. Role of FSH in male. It stimulates spermatogenesis, formation of sperms from spermatogonium. LH, because it acts on Sertoli cells also. LH stimulates interstitial cells to release testosterone. Testosterone level increases. At higher concentration, testosterone will have negative feedback effect. I mean, it will inhibit GnRH secretion, it can inhibit FSH secretion, LH secretion. Sertoli cells also release, FSH acts on Sertoli cells. Sertoli cells also release activin. It increases FSH secretion. And another important hormone is inhibin, peptide hormone, which inhibits FSH secretion. You may find activin, inhibin in female also. But in female, testosterone androgen is converted to estrogen. In female, ovary prepares testosterone. The theca interna secretes testosterone. The granulosa cells, the cells that surround the secondary follicle, secondary oocyte, are called granulosa cells. They release hormone aromatase. This is enzyme aromatase. This converts the testosterone into estrogen. The level of estrogen increases. So in female, estrogen secretion is not controlled by LH. It is controlled by FSH. What is the role of LH? LH induces ovulation. Secondly, after ovulation, it promotes development of corpus luteum. That is in the post-ovulatory stage. What is the role of FSH in female? FSH induces estrogen production. It is also necessary for follicle development. But on 12th day, 13th day or 14th day, at the time of ovulation, FSH level will be low. LH level will be high. You have studied that, LH surge. This is due to high level of estrogen. Now what I am trying to say is, high level of estrogen, it's positive feedback mechanism. High level of estrogen increases LH concentration on 14th day. It's responsible for LH surge. but at the same time it inhibits FSH secretion. FSH, LH are gonadotropins. They are present in both male and female, but functions are different. In female, secretion of female sex hormone is controlled by FSH. In male, secretion of male sex hormone is controlled by LH. Okay, in female, after ovulation, progesterone concentration increases because corpus luteum secretes progesterone and estrogen. Both progesterone and estrogen will have negative feedback effect on hypothalamus and anterior pituitary. GnRH secretion stops, FSH secretion stops, LH secretion stops, follicle development stops, ovarian cycle will stop, uterine cycle will stop. In case of pregnancy, right, there can't be any other changes in the ovary or uterus. In the absence of pregnancy, the corpus luteum degenerates on 27th day or 28th day, because in the absence of pregnancy, progesterone concentration decreases suddenly. Why does progesterone concentration decrease? Why does estrogen concentration decrease? Because implantation did not occur. HCG level did not increase. HCG acts as pituitary LH. HCG has to promote corpus luteum development in case of implantation. On 13th day there is implantation. Implantation will get over. I am saying about menstrual cycle from 14th day. From 14th day, if there is Singami on 15th day, 16th day, okay, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, the implantation process will be over. Next menstrual flow is not there. It means corpus luteum will not degenerate because HCG maintains corpus luteum. Imagine no implantation. There is no pregnancy. HCG is not secreted. Corpus luteum will degenerate on 27th day or 28th day. Next menstrual flow begins. Ovarian cycle will begin, uterine cycle will begin. That's how you notice changes. You also studied that in a graphical representation, variation in pituitary hormone, ovarian hormone during menstrual cycle. So you can recall those points very easily. Thank you for watching.